As of now, there are 4 killers in Forsaken, but if you clicked on the video, you already know that. Today we're gonna talk about Shadelski's biggest op, the #1 public enemy himself, 1x, 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 1. I'm just gonna call him 1x. Currently, probably one of the... No. Definitely one of the best killers in the game. Before the 1x update, he used to be the weakest out of the 4. But thanks to the 1x main starving and begging to bring their GOAT, glorious king back, the devs, like a force of nature, finally cooked. And holy shit, they did cook. Maybe even a tiny bit too much. But even with these buffs, is he really the best? Part 1. Stats and passives. 1x difficulty is 5 stars, and yeah, it does make sense why he's a 5 star. It is extremely obvious why he's the, I quote, hardest character to play as. Because all of his abilities require you to aim. So it makes sense.
Right, yeah, of course.
He has 1100 HP, doesn't really matter. And he has 26.5 sprint speed. He is the slowest killer out of the cast. He has only one passive, parasitic. Every attack, every ability a survivor gets hit, they will be inflicted with glitch 1, which will be all over the screen.
Yo bro, so what do you want?
Although it can counter by disabling this very setting for some reason. And poison, which is basically stage 1 cancer.
Hey guys.
His slash does 27 damage, by the way, with the poison. Part 2. Abilities. 1x has 4 abilities. The most abilities in the game. Mass Infection, Entanglement, Unstable Eye, Rejuvenate the Rotten. I will just call it Rejuvenation because it sounds cooler. We will start with Mass Infection. 1x winds up an attack for 1.7 seconds, sends out a slash that has a generous hitbox, dealing 35 damage and poison 1 for 5 seconds. So 43 damage in total. However, if you are close near the 1x, or like trying to stun him while using the ability, this will happen. Mass Infection has a 40-second cooldown. Next is Entanglement, a below second windup, 0.75 seconds. 1x throws his sword at the speed of 125 studs per second. In brain rot terms, which I mostly prefer, is the fastest projectile, almost unreactable. By that what I mean, if he is right behind you and he uses Entanglement, it's a guessing game. You can't react to it, I'm sorry. Unless if you're far away, you could react to it. It deals 10 damage. If you hit a survivor with it, you will get speed 2 for 3 seconds for him to catch up and kill you, basically. The survivor will get 5 pop-up heads.
He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
Remove it and you get speed 1 for 1.25 seconds. So you don't die instantly because the 1x is gonna be on you. It has a 80-second cooldown. Next is Unstable Eye. It's the simplest ability out of his kit. Upon using the ability, you get speed 1 for 8 seconds while applying blindness 3 and highlighting the survivors for 4 seconds. So after those 4 seconds, you're just blind. And his most unique ability and final ability, Rejuvenation. 1x summons minions on survivors' dead body. Depending on how many people he kills, he can turn the game into Black Ops zombies. The zombies are alright on their own, but where the real fun is, that 1x can kill the... I mean, the zombies are so loyal, so devoted to 1x, their glorious king. They will allow 1x to kill them and gain speed 1 for 10 seconds. It can stack up to 3 Using entanglement, well... Part 3. Why is he the best? And how to use him properly. 1x is easily the hardest character to utilize to his full potential because of the 5-star. Most of his abilities require some brain to use aiming, hitting your shots. With 1x you ain't cooking shit in a chase if you aren't using your abilities because you're slow as fuck. So if the circumstances are absolutely perfect, oh, how perfect. Most of the time you're just gonna be behind survivors making sure they're safe. Something you wanna do with his ranged abilities at all time is be hidden from the survivors when using your abilities. Especially entanglement because unlike mass infection, it's way quieter. So take advantage of the light speed fucking projectile. By the way, when you're chasing someone and both of you are on low stamina, I would recommend for you to use entanglement since they won't have much stamina to avoid it, and by the time you use it and hit them, you have regained 20 stamina, which is more than enough for you to catch up to the survivor to land the final blow or absolutely obliterate them. Mass infection is your bread and butter of 1x, and is probably the reason he is so strong right now. The close range variant almost fucking one-shotting you, so fair to say it's his strongest ability, well only if you can predict. The move itself is like the incarnation of hatred of the fucking devs, because there's no way they made it deal so much damage to the point it almost two-shots most of the survivors at any range. Nothing is free though, as he makes absolutely fucking sure every survivor on the map hears it, and it is pretty slow. Rejuvenation used to be an alright ability, but now with these recent buffs, reworks, of him being able to do a pacer test in seconds using entanglement to gain a quick dopamine rush, or kill them to get a longer dopamine rush, and for his unstable eye, it's alright. Better than John Doe though. Part 4. Conclusion. So in conclusion, use 1x. 1x does require skill and all of that, motherfucker. He's a 5-star for a reason. It's been your man Snowy, and until next time I release a video, I'm out. Already coming? Right behind you. What? Hey! You bitch!
I'm such an idiot! I can block up close mass infection, it counts as a punch charge.
You can block the melee attack on it, but not
God,
the
that was
ranged
so
one.
hot. Oh, I'm so hard. God damn it. That was so fucking cold.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
Sketchy?
That's not yeah.
Oh, bro!
That's
These
sketchy.
hitboxes.
Come on.
These
You
hitboxes.
just